Hello, welcome to the Roy Rogers News Channel. Thank you for watching. Alright, there has been a client revision on PokeMMO. Or, in simpler terms, there has been a PokeMMO update. So let's go ahead and dive into it, and let's see what has changed. Alright, so let's go ahead and read the changelog. Alright, this is December 11th of 2017, so let's go ahead and read the general here. General number 1. You can battle Unova gym leaders. So, without further ado, actually, you know what? Let's try it. I know I'm going to regret, but hey, you know, figured this would be the first time I get to battle. Oh boy, yeah, I'm going to regret this. I think I am, at least. Alright, so, oh, hey, I like the new payday thing. Yeah, so this is kind of what I do off camera sometimes whenever I do these gym runs, but I like the way how the moves are set. Man, there's a lot of stuff that I need to show you, but I want to display how the battle animations are being dealt. So you saw the way how the moves format. I noticed that there's a completely new format on the moves itself. So let's go ahead and take one more look at it, and then I'm going to go ahead and pause here. There is a new format. Thank you, Rachel Lucario, for reading that for me a long time ago. Alright. So I'm going to try to conclude this gym match, and we'll be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further update coverage. Alright, I am back, and I just defeated Skyla. So she is one of the gym leaders that you can battle. So now all the regions have gym leaders that you can rebattle. But that is not the only thing that has happened. A lot of stuff has happened. So let's go ahead and talk about the skills. And I'm going to meet you someplace else, but we're going to be back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers News Channel for further update coverage. Alright, so let's go ahead and read what happened in the general. And by the way, full disclosure, I have 2 laptops here, so I can read the changelog here while at the same time I have a pretty fitting background here. Let's go ahead and read the general, shall we? Alright, so we already know about the Unova Gym Leader rematches. So, point number 2. Battle point vendors now stock the following items. Ability Pill, which is now untradeable, for 2,250 battle points. Swift Wing for 150 battle points. Clever Wing at 150 battle points. Genius Wing at 150 battle points. Resistant Wing at 150 battle points. Muscle Wing at 150 battle points. And Health Wing at 150 battle points. Alright. So now, how about the breeding items? Alright, so Power Anklet. And Ability Pill is untradeable, and the Power Anklet is untradeable, and that is for 750 battle points. Power Band, which is untradeable, that is for 750 battle points. Power Lenses, untradeable, that is at 750 battle points. Power Belt, that is untradeable, and that is at 750 battle points. Power Bracelet, which is untradeable, so that is at 750 battle points. And Power Weight, which is untradeable, and that is at 750 battle points. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and vary it up here. I'm going to go ahead and look at the map now. This is a Roy Rogers News alert. Added support for Power Trick. That is a Roy Rogers News alert. Alright, so added move tutors for the following moves. After You, Aqua Tail, Bug Bite, Dark Pulse, Defog, Dual Chop, Drill Run, Earth Power, Electro Web, Foul Play, Gastro Acid, Gunk Shot, Gravity, Iron Head, Last Resort, Magic Room, Magnet Room, Seed Bomb, Sleep Talk, Snatch, Stealth Rock, Wonder Room, Worry Seed, Uproar, Zen Headbutt, and I'm going to go ahead and meet you at Necrum City, Castilla, and Mistraton City, and I'm going to show you where these tutors are. So let's go ahead and go there, shall we? Alright. So we are back, and we are at Nesserin City, Channel 3. Alright. I should go to Channel 1. But anyways, yeah, so this is where the move tutor is. And I just want to tell you that as of right now, all the move tutors are clowns, so they're quite easy to spot. So there's one clown. So this is located one house to the left of the Pokemon Center. So there we go. And let's go ahead and go to Castilla. Castilla is where the other move tutor is, and then we're going to go over to Mistralaton City. Sorry, but I'm gonna pronounce these names one day. I'm gonna pronounce these city names one day. All right, so you need to go to the Game Freak building, and there should be a clown here, and he's also a move tutor as well. So you can talk to him, and you can let him teach your Pokemon some moves there. All right, so let's go ahead and go over to the last move tutor place, which is Mistralaton City. So the move tutor is located in this control tower. He is right here. So there we go. And now you know where all the move tutors are located. So good luck, and if you need to find a move, well, now you know where to look. Okay, so I'm going to meet you someplace else, and I'm going to go ahead and read off the abilities. But before I do that, and before I go on break, I have to show you something. In the skills, Q has a disclaimer. Alright, the following moves are now available through Battle Point tutors in the Battle Frontier: Drain Punch, Roost, Sucker Punch, and Tailwind. Alright, that's great. Alright. This is what I need to show you. Not all moves are currently supported, and you can click on this link, which I'm going to provide in the description below, but you can take a look at the progress of the moves. If the moves have an X, that means it has been completely supported. There we go. Alright. So currently complete, that means that there's all the parts are completed. 499 moves out of 559. Alright, so that is 89% of the move pool. And currently partly supported, that is 528 out of 559, so that is 94% of the move pool. Alright, so I am proud to announce that only 6% of the move pool is not supported. So there you go, which is a pretty low percentage, and that means that most moves are workable, which is good. So there we go. Alright, so let's go ahead and read down here. Alright, so these are all the moves. I'm scrolling here quickly because I gotta get back to the game. Because I do not want this video to be a long one, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll down here. feel free to scroll around here and check out the move pool here, but I am pretty impressed as to where the developers are with the move progress. Alright, so we're going to be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers channel for further update coverage. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk about the abilities. So, the abilities are, alright, added support for the following abilities: Adaptability, Snow Warning, Sand Rush, Regenerator, Iron Barbs, Defeatist, Technician, Poison Heal, Magic Guard, Skill Link, Solid Rock, Super Luck, Tinted Lenses, Download, Heat Proof, Hydration, Iron Fist, Multi-Scale, No Guard, Quick Feet, and Scrappy. So, there we go. For any people who want to build a Machamp, I have some great news for you. No Guard has now been supported, so there we go. Alright, so I'm going to have to show you another link here. So, the abilities, you can also take a look at the progress that the developers have done. Alright, so 22 out of 88, which is 25%, which is not bad. I mean, these all are new abilities, so I don't expect them to be done right away. These moves are now if they have an X, if these abilities have an X on it, that means that the abilities are completely implemented. If they don't have an X, that means they're going to be worked on in the near future. So there we go. Alright, so I'm gonna give a link in the description below of the ability progress. So we're gonna be right back. Please stay tuned to the Roy Rogers channel for further update coverage. Alright, we are back, and let's go ahead and talk about the UI. Alright, so the developers they added support for black and white sprite follower mods. So that means if any of you are willing to sprite some followers for Unova, well, feel free to, because the developers are allowing for those mods to be implemented into the game. Alright, so added advanced filters for PC search. And just to let you know, that is not all. Look at the PC. This is a drastic change from before. Man, the developers really did put a lot of depth into the PC. And if you touch a square, look at that. It moves up and down. I mean, I like the amount of detail that the developers have done. Yeah, no, those are some of the Pokemon that I need to level up, but it's alright. Alright, so the advanced search. So the advanced search is similar to the global trade links, so there we go. And you can search there, and if you want, let's put in a good example. Oh man. Field. Okay, let's go ahead and search for that. So whenever I do the search, that means that the PC is going to light up my field breeders in green. So there we go. And if I don't want that green border, I can just clear it. And there we go. Alright, so I really appreciate the developers for adding a lot of extra touches in the PC to make it that much better. So there we go. And that is not all that has changed in the UI. Alright, let me go back to my post here. Added move animations for Ice Fang, Slack Off, Giga Drain, Mega Drain, Toxic, Overheat, Psychic, Rest, Eruption, Fake Out, False Swipe, Flare Blitz, Thunder, Heal Bell, Rock Slide, Hidden Power, Extreme Speed, and Blizzard. Added inline move effectivity indicators. Added inline move effectivity indicators. So there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the gift shop. So we're going to be right back. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about the gift shop. So new items have been added to the gift shop, and one of those items is Rudolph's antlers. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and show you a picture of the item here. I don't want to pop up the gift shop, otherwise it's going to reveal how many reward points I have. If I have a low amount, you may laugh at me, and if I have more than you, you may ask me to give you some at the end of the video. And I don't want either of those possibilities to occur. So to prevent this, I'm going to go ahead and show you what they look like in the update log over here. This item will be available for the duration of the 2017 holiday. Alright, great. So, we're going to talk about balancing, and we're going to be right back. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about balancing. Alright, so, balancing. So let's go and talk about the generals. Rematch against NPCs. Most NPCs no longer go on cooldown if the player loses. And then there's a sub point here. This does not apply to instances such as the Elite Four. Reduced base stats of storyline Kanto and Hoenn Elite Four battle slightly. Alright. Unova's storyline Elite Four legendary stats move pool has been improved. Slightly increased base stats level of Gym 8 battles in all regions, and their sub points over here. The level cap for Kanto's Gym 7 has been increased from 52 to 54. So in other words, the maximum level that you can go up to is level 54 instead of level 52. The level cap for Hoenn's badge 7 has been increased from 48 to 50, and the level cap for Unova's badge 7 has been increased from 46 to 48. Alright. Increased levels for of wild encounters for several maps. Then there's a sub point here. This primarily affects areas in the early to late game like Victory Road, where the available XP against the next gym leader or Elite Four was lower than intended. Alright. Storyline battles no longer use PP bonuses on NPCs. Reduced the amount of PP usage by NPCs when using healing moves, roost, etc. during storyline battles, and gym leader rematch cooldowns has been reduced from 20 hours to 18 hours. Alright, so we're going to talk about the Elite Four, and actually let's fly there right now. Alright, so the Elite Four. Alright, so I'm not gonna go in because I'm not prepared for it. Okay. Anyway, so the Elite Four increased money gain from Elite Four slightly, so 12% approximately. The Elite Four now gives 3,500 battle points upon initial victories. On rematches, the Elite Four now gives 1,500 battle points for rematch number 1, 1,600 battle points for rematch number 2, 1,800 battle points for rematch number 3, and 2,000 battle points for rematches 4+. So, great. Alright. Elite 4 instance cooldowns have now been increased from 45 minutes to 1 hour. Alright, so I'm going to talk about the items, and I'll be right back to you. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the items, and I'm going to try to talk about this as fast as possible because there's a lot of items here. So, there we go. So let's go ahead and talk about the Item Maniac. Alright, so Item Maniac items can now be sold to merchants. Alright? And the rest of these are conversions and price increases and price decreases. So let's go ahead and go through them in order, shall we? Alright, so Antidote now heals 20 HP when used. So the price has been increased from 350 to 600 Pokeyen. Recipe is now 1 berry powder, 1 Pecha berry. Burn Heal now heals for 20 HP when used. Price has been decreased from 750 to 600. Recipe is now 1 berry powder and 1 roost berry. 1 rost berry. I think roost or rost. Alright. Ice Heal now heals 20 HP when used. Price decreased from 750 to 600. Recipe is now 1 berry powder and 1 Asper berry. Awakening now heals 20 HP when used. Price has increased from 400 to 600. Recipe is now 1 berry powder and 1 Chesto berry. Paralyze Heal has now heals 20 HP when used. Price decreased from 750 to 600. Recipe is now 1 berry powder, 1 cherry berry. Heal Powders price has been increased from 600 to 900. Energy Powders price has been increased from 700 to 900. Soda Pop price has been increased from 500 to 600. Lemonade prices has been increased from 700 to 750. Lava Cookie and Castilla Cone price has been reduced from 2.5k to 1.2k, or 2,500 to 1,200. Alright. Revive's price has been reduced from 3,500 to 3,250. Revive's crafting recipe has been removed. Full Heal now heals for 25% total HP, as well as removing all conditions when used. Recipe is now 12 berry powder and 3 heal powder. Max Potion recipe is now 8 berry powder and 2 energy powder. Full Restore's recipe is now 12 berry powder, 3 heal powder, and 3 energy powder. Max Revive's recipe is now 14 battle powder, 4 heal powder, and 1 revival herb. Ether now increases PP of a move by 15. Recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 lepa berry. Elixir's recipe is now 8 berry powder and 3 lepa berry. Max Ether's recipe is now 8 berry powder, 3 lepa berry. Max Elixir's recipe is now 16 berry powder, 8 lepa berry. Rare Candy's recipe is now 25 berry powder, 3 berry juice. PP Up is now 30 berry powder, 2 white herb. PP Max's recipe is now 90 berry powder and 60 white herb. HP Up's recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 health wing. Protein's recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 muscle wing. Iron's recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 resist wing. Calcium's recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 genius wing. Alright. Carbos's recipe is now 3 berry powder, 1 swift wing. And Zinc's recipe is now 3 berry powder and 1 clever wing. Wings now increase their respective EVs by 5. And the vitamins that I mentioned, HP up, protein, iron, calcium, carbos, and zinc, increase XP, increases EVs by 10, so there you go. So extra 5 EVs if you're willing to get some of the berry powder. Alright, so let's go ahead and read about the vitamins, shall we? Added hyper HP up, hyper protein, hyper iron, hyper calcium, hyper carbos, and hyper zinc. Man, something tells me that EVs are going to increase drastically if you use them. Alright. These vitamins increase EVs by 50. That's a pretty drastic amount. When used and are available where vitamin crafting is possible. Alright. So Hyper HP Up recipe is 14 berry powder and 5 health wing. Hyper Protein recipe is 14 berry powder, 5 muscle wing. Hyper Iron recipe is 14 berry powder, 5 resist wing. Hyper Calcium recipe is 14 berry powder and 5 genius wing. Alright. Hyper Zinc recipe is 14 berry powder and 5 clever wing. And Hyper Carbos wing recipe is Hyper Carbos recipe is 14 berry powder and 5 swift wing. Alright. So let's go ahead and mention the berries. But before we do, we need to take a minor break. We'll be back. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the berry patches. So the developers, they added a berry patch, so no thanks. But hey, look, a Pokeball. Aerial Ace. Huh. Oh, you found our treasure. Found it. Just kidding. We don't have a Pokemon with that TM, so we plan to hide this TM. But no, that's a waste. So here you can use it. We'll get another one from Skylight. You can use it. See you. Bye bye. Okay. Anyways, let's go ahead and talk about the berries. All right. So you can get your harvesting tools from this guy. So there you go. All right. So added berry patches to Unova. These patches are available in Miss Trolliton City and Abandoned Shrine. So let's go ahead and go there as well. All right. And for anyone wondering where Abandoned Shrine is. All right. There you go. So sorry for being a little tongue-tied today. But, yeah, we're gonna go over to the Abundant Shrine, and I'm gonna go ahead and spray myself with Repel. So I'll be back. All right, I am back. I sprayed myself, so I'm. Do I have waterfall? If I don't, then yeah, I need a waterfall. Okay, I'm gonna take another break. All right, we are back, and I'm gonna go ahead and use waterfall here. And then we need to go on the other side and use waterfall as well, and then we'll be at the Abundant Shrine. And you can plant berries there too, so. Alright. And there are the berry patches. Alright, Team Rocket Helen, hello. Okay, so there are all the berry patches, and there you go. So we're going to talk about the berry patches in a little bit more detail. Added a fly point to a bonus. Oh, let's try that. Let's try that. I like that. Wow. I really applaud the developers for adding a fly point here. You can go the old-fashioned way, or you can fly here. Wow. Man, thank you. Thank you, PokeMMO developers, for making my in-game experience a lot easier. Okay. But that is not all. Berries being salvaged into berry powder now give 1 berry powder. Previously, this was 1, 2, or 4 depending on the tier of the plant. Berries being salvaged into seeds now always give 1 seed. Tier 1, Tier 2 seed rates remain the same, 70%, 30%. Previously, this was 1 or 2 at a 75 to 25% rate respectively. Plain seeds can now be obtained in Unova's pickup tables instead of wings. Alright. Harvesting tool price has been increased from 250 to 350. Berry powder sell price has increased from 10 to 450. Spicy seed, dry seed, sweet seed, bitter seed, sour seed sell price now increased from 5 to 300. Very spicy seed, very dry seed, very sweet seed, very bitter seed, and very sour seed sell price has skyrocketed from 5 to 750. Alright. Cherry berry, chesto berry, peach berry, raspberry, asperberry, organberry, prismberry, raspberry, bukeberry, nabnabberry, weeperberry, pennantberry. Sell price has skyrocketed from 10 to 700. Lepaberry, figgyberry, wikiberry, magoberry, guavaberry, apipaberry. Sell price has increased from 10 to 900. Pompeg, kelpsieberry, qualetberry, houndberry, greppaberry, and tomato berry sell price has... Wow! This one took me by surprise. The sell price has increased drastically from 10 to 1K plus 50 in interest. Interest that you gain. So, there we go. Alright. Spellenberry, pound tree berry, wadmelberry, duranberry, buell, bibelluberry, alkaberry, pasuberry, wakonberry, rindoberry, yachiberry, chipuberry, kababberry, sukaberry, kolpaberry, payapaberry, tangaberry, chartaberry, kesapberry, habenberry, colberberry, barberaberry, chillinberry. Sell price has skyrocketed from 10 to 1K plus 100 in interest towards you. So 1.1K. Okay. Alright. So 1,100 you're going to get for the sell price. Alright. Lumberry, stratusberry, lycheeberry, ganlonberry, salicberry, patayaberry, apricotberry, lancetberry, starfberry, amengmaberry, maricaberry, costaberry, jumbocaberry, rawripberry. Sell price has skyrocketed from 10 to 1,300. More in-game money in your pocket. Berry farmers, more in-game money in your pocket. Cherry berry, chesto berry, peach berry, raspberry, asperberry, raspberry, bukeberry, nabnabberry, whipperberry, prinnaberry yields have been reduced from 4 to 6 to 3 to 6 per plant. Oregon and prismberry plant yields have been changed from 4 to 5 to 3 to 6. Alright, lepaberry yields have been reduced from 6 to 8 to 6 to 7 per plant. Figgyberry, wikiberry, megoberry, agveberry, epaberry yields have been reduced from 6 to 8 to 6 to 7 per plant. Lumberry and stratusberry yields have been increased from 8 to 9 to 8 to 10 per plant. Amagaberry's growth time has been increased from 1 day to 2 days, and its yields changed from 6 to 7 to 8 to 10 per plant. Macaberry, Castaberry, Jabacaberry, Rawapberry plant yields have been increased from 8 to 9 to 8 to 10 per plant. Wilt time are all now 8 hours for all berries. So, there you go. Alright, so let's go ahead and talk about the bugs. Alright, so now let's go ahead and talk about the bug fixes. Alright, fix several client crashes. Fix an issue where players can become stuck in P2 laboratory. Fixed seasons not updating correctly if a player logged in to a new season until the player entered or exited an indoor map. Fix an issue where the thief moves targets were backwards. Abilities in battle now activate in order of the highest speed. The power jar is no longer a required item to use the berry crushing feature. Fix an issue where the master ball wouldn't be correctly displayed in some cases. Added character mode. Now I'm going to let you read them because I do not want to say the wrong letter here. So there you go. So I'll let you read them. Selection for JP black and white ROMs, or Japanese black and white ROMs. Alright, now let's go back to the background. Added an additional indicator to see which ability was traced. Fixed Feebas not showing in the deck's location menus. Fixed Hoen's Gym Leader rematch cooldowns being much lower than intended. Revival Herb's HP gain is now 50% on Revive. Fix Enigma Berry's indicator when planting seeds. In double triple battles, Lightning Rod only redirects single target electric skills. Fixed an issue where Confusion's damaging effects would occur more often than intended, 33%, and then there's a sub-bullet point here. This change only affects skills like Confuse Ray and does not apply to Disobedience. Alright. Fix an issue where if the player's party fainted while simultaneously creating a new party member, like Ninjakata, the player won't white out properly. Fixed an issue where the evolution UI won't scale in the same manner as the battle UI in some cases. Multi-hit moves now calculate their crit chances on each hit rather than on cast. Fixed an issue where untradeable items could not be sold to markets. Added support for black and white sound mods. Fixed Ninarena and Nino Queen egg groups. Elite 4 levels now scale more aggressively for the first 2 rematch sets. Sub-bullet point. This affected a case where the scaling multiplier could create easier matches than intended due to high level cap increase between Badge 8 and Post Elite 4. Fix an issue where Enter would not focus the chat box in some cases. Fix an issue where if trade global chat messages were sent but failed to broadcast through the cooldowns, they could still auto-mute players for spam. Fix an issue where children in breeding wouldn't inherit the form of their parent. Fix an issue where followers won't update their sprite if they evolved. Fix an issue where overworld abilities like pickup won't update if their party member evolved into a species which doesn't have the ability. Fix an issue where AI tries to use OCO skills against immune targets. Fix an issue where the UI hide function, F12, will not hide certain elements. Fix an issue where NPC movement could break when transversing the indoor to outdoor maps. Fixed sweet scent usage on non-grid map types. Damage inflicted by weather is now ordered by speed. Fixed battle message for bind type moves, whirlpool, fire spin, etc. Fixed freeze icon not disappearing when unthawing from skill usage, Scald. Fix an issue where unobtainable egg moves could be disturbed through event prizes. Alright, great. So, now let's go ahead and talk about the notes. Alright, so I am reading the notes over here on my virtual laptop here. And let's go ahead and see what my laptop says. Alright, so if you're reading the update log with me, then I'm going to be reading the part that the Q mentioned in the red. So there we go, right here. So I'm going to scroll down here and I'm going to read the notes off of my virtual laptop. So let's read the notes, shall we? Under notes, Q has put in bold and colored this sentence red. If that happens, that usually means that there's something very important to announce. So, let's go ahead and read this important sentence. This update will perform a rollback of several items due to economic and availability changes. Alright, and whenever I logged in, I did get an unread mail, and the system has refunded me 750 PokeYen. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself. Alright, so what are the subpoints? For players with 495 of plain spicy seed, or plain dry seed, or plain sweet seed, or plain bitter seed, or plain sour seed, the counts of each item has been reduced to 495, and the player refunded 300 for each seed removed. Alright, hello Hakel T. You're on video. For players with 495 of very spicy seed, very dry seed, or very sweet seed, or very bitter seed, or very sour seed, the counts of each item has been reduced to 495, and the player is refunded 1,000 PokeYen for each seed removed. For players with any amount of health wing, or muscle wing, or resist wing, or genius wing, or clever wing, or swift wing, the items have been removed, and the player refunded 750 PokeYen for each wing removed. Refunds were mailed from system and may be claimed via the PC's mail function. Alright, and I did actually get a refund message. Players which have already cleared the storyline Unova Elite Four have been retroactively credited 3,500 battle points. Thank you! And shout out to Valentino PKMNT. You're on video. Okay. And then there's a subpoint here. Due to the difficulty changes between the older versions of the Kanto and Hoenn Elite Four and the current versions, we will not retroactively be granting battle point rewards for their complication. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. Alright, so I've read the changelog, and you all are informed about all the changes that have occurred on PokeMMO. So, there we go. Alright. So, I think this is a pretty good place to sign off. Anyways, this is Roy Rogers News Channel. Don't forget to comment or subscribe to my channel, like or dislike the content that you see here. And this is the Roy Rogers News Channel signing off. Fast, accurate, unbiased, Roy Rogers News.